All right.
Welcome to episode 14 of the Tay and Tristan Hour.
I knew that Tristan was going to start.
He was doing it the whole time.
I knew that he was going to start recording at the weirdest time. He does this every week. It's just like last week. He was yelling at me.
Oh my God, you're going to start this narrative again? I was not yelling at you.
Not when we were recording.
Not before either.
You did it right before. But the microphone, he was doing it again this week.
Was I yelling at her?
He was like, okay, no, you can't talk in the microphone sideways. That doesn't sound right. Here, turn it this way. Turn it that way.
Oh my God,
but that's what a producer does, I guess.
Exactly. And then he smiles and goes, okay, this is the time.
He's so bad. All right, now we're recording. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, as Johnny's saying whatever Johnny's saying to me.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
So we do have Johnny with us again this week.
Hello. Hi, Mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't remember, Johnny's my husband.
I didn't hear no applause.
You need an applause for that.
We all got our crosses to bear, yeah.
Oh, so I guess the applause was for me then.
Yeah.
Not for Johnny.
You. It was definitely for you.
Oh.
Well, then we need an applause for both of you then.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been married. Wait a minute.
We've been together.
We've been married
21?
for it'll be 15 years this year.
That's a long time.
It is.
Yeah.
In October will be 15 years.
Yeah.
Been together
20.
20 or 21?
No, we just hit 20 years Memorial Day.
Okay, 20.
It's so funny. You know,
I've been telling everybody 21.
No, 20 years. We hit 20 years Memorial Day. It was like the anniversary of our first date.
20 years, man.
You know, it's so funny. You know you're in a real marriage when neither of you remember your wedding anniversary.
You're the only one. Tristan's the only one that remembers
year.
it every year. He's the only one.
We forget.
Happy anniversary. What?
Yeah, I think last year it was like the 16th, and we were like, "Oh, it was our anniversary," because I didn't remind you. I forgot.
Did you know it's our anniversary? No. Tristan goes, yes, it is.
I forgot to remind you last year.
I think that you were waiting for us. I think Tristan was like, I'm going to see if they remember that it's their wedding anniversary. And we forgot. And I think it may have been...
It was like a few days after.
Yeah, I was like, oh, snap, Johnny, we forgot. Oh, happy belated anniversary. Yeah, that's when you know. We're at that stage, like in the relationship where you're just comfortable.
Yeah.
And you know you love each other. And yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's good. But you should still remember. But I'm gonna make every effort to remember our anniversary this year.
Yeah, you're gonna have to write it down.
We're gonna make it better though. We're gonna go out on Saturdays. It's gonna be our day.
Yeah.
We're gonna do something every Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So,
we're gonna do something different every Saturday.
So I have something that I want to share.
Okay.
So,
what?
I found out this week that I have a new talent.
Oh, great.
Why do you say, oh, great?
Oh, I know.
Go ahead. It's good.
Yeah, that's great.
Good.
I just
So I found out I can make really great nachos.
I know.
Really?
I can. I made fantastic nachos last night.
Best acid reflux I ever had.
It was worth every bit of it.
Oh, it was worth every bit of it. It was.
They were so good.
Oh, it burned from here all the way down into here.
It
was worth it.
They were good. So I was, like I told you last night, I wanted, Tristan wouldn't go to Taco Bell and get me some nachos.
Thank you, Tristan.
And he was like, no, I'm not going to go get you, nachos. If you really loved your mother, you would have went and got me some nachos. Just saying. But it was a blessing in disguise.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, They were better than Taco Bell's nachos.
Oh, you better believe it.
So basically, I just went on Pinterest. And I was like, I didn't follow the recipe, but I was just like, I've never made nachos. And it sounds so weird because you would think, like, who doesn't know to just get some nacho chips, just some tortilla chips, and just, put some cheese on it and whatever. But I had just...
Like that scene in Step Brothers when he just puts cheese on the chip, just puts it in the microwave.
Yes, exactly. And that was that on Napoleon Dynamite too?
I don't know.
I think so.
Remember.
Where he was just shredding cheese and putting
Oh, yeah. I think it actually was. It might have been both. I don't know. I think it actually was Napoleon Dynamite.
What? Gosh.
Yeah, I think he was just shredding cheese.
Yeah.
And putting it on tortilla chips.
Put it in the microwave.
And
Only went to state.
And now we're just quoting stuff from Napoleon Dynamite. But yeah, I just got tortilla chips. We do
Nunchuck skills, nacho cheese skills.
Amazing. But yeah, I just got tortilla chips, refried beans, hamburger, with some taco seasoning, and nacho cheese sauce.
Yeah.
And I got the canned tomatoes with the green chilies in it.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I just layered and I made like mile high nachos. And I put sour cream on top.
Mm-hmm.
And her plate
They
looked
were
like
amazing.
a mile high when she got done.
I bet it did.
They were amazing.
She came back, man, with a pile of that stuff. It's like she took a shovel and put it on her plate. And watch TV.
They were really good. They were
good.
They were really good. Yeah.
Oh, I love the way she cooks. I love it.
I was like, wow, I knew I could cook.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
But now I know I can make nachos. Really good nachos.
Well, yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
don't forget, I put jalapenos on top.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where the acid reflux came from. Okay.
They were really good. And so as soon as we're done with this,
yes.
we're going to go eat some more nachos.
Oh, you saved it?
Oh, yeah. I wasn't getting rid of any of that.
No.
And me and Johnny couldn't eat all of that
Yeah.
from last night. So yeah, I put all of it up. It was amazing.
Well, I also discovered that I had a talent.
Yeah, what's
Similar
your talent? What's your talent?
Baked potatoes. You should have seen the baked potatoes that I made when you were gone. Oh, my God. She was so jealous.
I was. Because I love potatoes.
I mean, they were like gourmet baked potatoes. They were really good.
But tell them what kind of baked potato it was.
It was a twice baked potato.
So it's baked once.
Yeah,
Overnight, you got it.
No, not overnight.
Again.
It would be a burnt potato.
That's my twice baked potato, man. The one I don't eat, I leave it out all night long. Then in the morning, I eat it.
Oh my, yeah, that's Johnny's, which that might be not good for you.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Yes, he was so okay. Yeah, tell them about your twice baked potato.
I mean,
It looks so good.
what is there to tell? I mean, it was creamy. It was cheesy. It was just delicious. And I had a nice T-bone steak with it.
Sounds like the muffins in them, like at Christmas time.
Oh my gosh. Tristan's.
Sweaty balls and stuff.
Oh my God. Not like the sweaty balls. But
The muffins were dry.
stop it.
Sorry, not live.
Oh, you watch too much television. Too much
Yeah.
television.
Not today.
Tristan, I was kind of upset with you
Why?
because he wouldn't even give me one. He had two.
What? No, that
he
is
had
not
two
true.
twice baked potatoes
That is
and a big ass T-bone steak.
What does
and
that
he
feel like?
And he wouldn't give me any.
What does that feel like, man? When you got potatoes, hey, can I have some? No.
that.
No.
First of all, that's false. I did offer you the 2 potato skins that I made. And you didn't want them.
No, I didn't want the potato skins. I wanted the twice baked potatoes.
And to be fair, they weren't as good as the baked potatoes. I threw them away. I didn't even eat them. But still, I offered them to you.
No, exactly. You wanted to give me the scraps. The scraps, okay? You even just admitted they weren't as good. So you wanted to give me something that wasn't that good. That's ridiculous.
How come they don't make like chicken skin, where you just eat the crispy part of chicken, that's it?
I've made that. I made that before when I was on the carnivore diet, I think a long time ago. I think you did.
Yeah. Yes, I think you did.
Sit there and eat chicken skin.
That's good.
Yeah.
That sounds really great too.
Yeah, it sounds like cholesterol.
Clogged arteries right now. Oh my gosh. Just even talking about it.
I take that pill every day though, so I can eat all I want.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna make some more baked potatoes tonight.
But I told you to put some chives on that. And this is what Tristan did. Tristan tortured me even further because he was like, come here, Mom. You have to see this. And I was like, no. I was like,
I put him right in her face.
He did.
Yeah, I was digging through with the fork.
Look how flaky they are.
He did. It was terrible. It was elder abuse. Elder abuse.
I was proud of him. I was proud of him.
Let's use Johnny's butter.
No, Tristan, he was like, look at that. Oh, yeah. He was like, look at that. I was like, that is. And then he was like, look at that steak.
You know you want it.
Look at that. And the steak looked amazing. And
smoked the house up, but it
did smoke the house up. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, if Johnny was here, he would be like, you trying to freaking kill me?
Can't breathe.
I had to
give him my inhaler.
And you know the funny part? Tristan was like, well, here. He was like, let me open up the back door. And I had the patio door, and I had the bar down that locks it. And he kept boom, boom. I was like, it's locked. You can't open that.
How do you do this?
And I was like,
I don't know what to do.
He did. It was so funny. And then I was like, okay, just leave it. Just leave it. And then he was like, well, I'm just gonna open up the front door. I was like, no, there's lizards that could come in the house. I was like,
lizards.
There's no screen door. There's no screen door. You can't do that. And I was like, you know what? I was like, just turn the fan on, the stove fan, and then I was like, I'll just open up the window. But it was so thick.
Yeah, it was.
It was ridiculous.
I'm surprised the smoke alarms didn't go off.
No, it wasn't that thick, but it was bad enough to where I was coughing. I was like, oh my gosh, trying to kill us.
But it was delicious, let me tell you.
It looked good. And those potatoes looked
perfectly medium rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
And then after he goes in there and he eats his delicious dinner that he just freaking teases in my face, then he comes out and he holds up the T-bone, the bone. And he was like, look. He was like, look. And he was like, that was so good. I was like, this boy, I swear.
Gave that to the dog.
This is what me and my son do to each other. It's like, look what I made. Does that look good? So
it was good.
But it was that was our week. Yeah. One of the a couple of days out of our week.
Yeah.
That we did.
Just food.
Just food. We have talent. We love to eat, and I think our talent is cooking.
Yeah.
I think it is. And music. Your talent is music as well.
Yeah.
So I just had to share that.
Yeah.
That I make great nachos and you make great twice baked potatoes. So there you go. Some useless facts for people for our audience today. So with that being said, let's get into what we're going to be talking about today. So Tristan, go ahead and tell everybody what we're going to be talking about.
We've done this before with Miss Wanda.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole?
Oh yeah, the way you did that food in front of me. Yeah.
I was proud. Listen, I wasn't talking to you. I was genuinely proud of what I'd done.
Yeah.
And you're a potato connoisseur.
I know.
Yeah,
so I wanted to show you, like, look how good this is. I know you want it.
I know.
And I wasn't meaning to, like, taunt you.
I know you want it, but
I want it, but you ain't getting it.
Exactly. Right? Exactly. That's exactly what he was doing.
No, listen,
Exactly.
I will make you one someday. I'll make everybody one.
You're going to make me one next week.
I will, seriously.
Okay.
I'll make you one.
With a good steak.
Make mom's first.
Yeah.
In case you screw up.
Now,
Good-
don't
good
give me
idea.
no skimpy ass potato skins either that you know weren't good. I don't want none of that.
Well, anyway, am I the asshole? I keep messing it up. It's a subreddit. People give you random scenarios, things that they're going through, and they basically are asking people if they're the asshole in the situation.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
So I've saved a few. This is the first one. Am I the asshole for slapping a teenager? I, a 32-year-old female, was at a water park this last weekend with my husband, who's also 32, and my daughter. We were in one of the pools practicing swimming and keeping to ourselves. There was a group of teen boys there, and while I was working with my daughter on swimming, one of them came up behind me, and I felt a tug on the strings of my top, untying it. I spun around, saw this 15 to 17-year-old with a smirk, and slapped him. This quickly caused a scene. The park staff got involved, as well as the boys' parents, who were livid at me. My husband and another lady saw it happen and confirmed that he really did grab my top. There was also cameras around the pool that kind of show it. Wasn't the best angle. The boys' parents threatened assault charges, and I threatened sexual assault charges if they decided to go that way. Eventually, we were both asked to leave and haven't heard anything since. My husband, though, still thinks I overreacted a bit, which I don't. Am I the asshole?
No, not at all. That's a quick reaction. Somebody doing something like that to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like especially if you're a woman, like, and you feel somebody like taking your top off, like you're not concerned with who it is.
No.
You know,
No.
Yeah.
you're just you're good. You want to get them off you.
I mean, your husband ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
And
mean,
your husband would
I-
let you know if he's up to something like, hey, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
No, when he's sneaking up. No, that's assault.
Yeah, and the fact that the kid like smirked, like he
Yeah,
went up to
yeah.
her with this idea, like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take her top off.
What
and
you
thinking
gonna
it's
do?
funny.
What you gonna do? What
Yeah, and
you
he
gonna
probably
do?
thought she wouldn't do anything because
Yeah.
maybe she would recognize that he was a kid.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
him thinking that he could just get away with it and like it's okay. And then the fact that the kid's parents are like, well, I'm going to threat assault charges on you. They're enabling and condoning his bad behavior. It sounds like they didn't say, hey, you don't need to do that. And you're not treating women with respect.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you can't, but no,
You're
I don't
right.
think that she overreacted in that situation. That's an impulse. That's just a reflex to turn around and smack somebody for that.
And how
But
hard,
I don't think it was
how hard was the
overreaction.
smack? You know, she could have spun around, smack, knocked the taste out of his mouth, or it's like, bastard.
Yeah, did she jump on him and continue to hit him?
It doesn't say that. I
Nah,
think it was just
she
it was
just
a
spun
slap.
around. She just spun
just
around,
spun
and
around.
smacked him.
So
Yeah.
nowadays you can walk up. This is what I'm saying, like with that situation. So like if somebody comes up to me and grabs me and fondles me or pulls my top off, and I turn around and I smack somebody that's like 16 or 17 years old, I'm going to be charged with assault. You want to charge me with assault for
It's slapping him on.
slapping a minor because you're not teaching somebody respect? It's like, come on.
That's
No,
enough.
is that
That's
what our
enough.
society is? Is that what our society has come to now?
I bet he thinks
Come
twice
on.
now before he does it again.
I bet he don't. I bet he hasn't learned his lesson because his parents probably didn't even talk to him and, say, hey, you're not supposed to be doing that, because they're coming to his defense saying, hey, we're going to sue you for assault. Like, it doesn't sound like at any point in time they said you should not have
They
went
should
up
have said
to
that to him,
her and untied her top.
What are you doing something like that?
Instead, they went after her.
He went after her.
Yeah.
So she's not an asshole for that.
Nope,
No,
not
I
at all.
don't think that she is at all. No.
Not at all. I'm glad she got away with it.
And I'm surprised that her husband thinks that she overreacted.
The
I'm
husband.
surprised that her husband
I wonder where he learned
thinks
that from.
that she overreacted
Well,
by
he
slapping
was
that kid.
he's probably doing the same thing when he was a teenager.
Yeah,
But
that's what I was thinking.
I'm more
Dad-
surprised by the husband's reaction. Because if somebody walked up to me and did that to me, in that moment, would you have thought that, hey, I think you overreacted a little bit?
No, I'd have smacked the kid. I'd wait until the kid went into the I'd have waited until the kid went in the bathroom and there ain't no cameras.
So if you did that to some woman, just like if you were with your friends, would you do that to somebody?
That would never cross my mind.
Of course not.
No. All right.
I wouldn't.
So yeah.
Never.
So what does that say about?
I wouldn't even do that to someone that I knew, or like my girlfriend or anybody. I wouldn't do that in public.
Yeah.
I might.
It's embarrassing to the other.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. Why would anybody do that to a woman, even if they have a tie string bikini on? I mean, why would you do that? That's why it's bad enough with them tie string bikinis, because sometimes them damn things come loose on their own.
Oh, listen to you.
Well, I'm just saying, I've worn them before. They can come loose.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact I don't wear them. I used to, but I don't wear them.
You know, if I didn't like her, I'd stick my gum in her hair. You know? That's what I'd do. I wouldn't
saying.
loosen anything like that. I'd stick my gum in her hair and keep swimming.
I mean, I used to wear the tie, the tie, the bikinis that tied on the side.
Oh yeah.
And I remember a long time ago, I had somebody that untied the side of it.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
It makes the woman feel, you feel violated, and people think it's funny, but it makes that woman feel violated and embarrassed and humiliated. You don't do that to people, even if they think it's funny. People need to take a step back and really think about how, you can go into something like that thinking it's funny, but you don't take into consideration how it makes that woman feel.
Yeah.
And people need to start doing that if they, So yeah, he deserved to be slapped. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
She's not the asshole.
No, I don't.
No, that kid was
in that situation.
And his parents were.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Runs in the family.
Probably.
All right, here's another one. Am I the asshole for asking my girlfriend for proof of her pregnancy? I am 18-year-old male, just graduated high school, and am going to college in the fall. My girlfriend, who's 17, will be a senior this year. Yesterday, she told me she's pregnant. At first, I felt sick, but then I was like, what? How? I used a condom every single time. You might not believe me, but I swear I did. I know condoms aren't 100%, but I never had a condom break, come off, leak, nothing. So I don't really see how this is possible. I told her I won't believe her until I see a pregnancy test, and even if she is pregnant, I won't believe it's mine until I see a DNA test. If it's true and I really got her pregnant, I'll be there and support her, even if it totally derails my life. But I honestly don't know how I could have gotten her pregnant. She's been really sad about me graduating and leaving. She cried on my last day of school, so I feel like this has something to do with her just wanting to keep me here or something. Of course she cried and called me an insensitive asshole and isn't talking to me right now. She could have sent me a pic of the test, but I've seen nothing. Am I the asshole for telling her I won't believe she's pregnant until I see a positive pregnancy test?
No, because he figured her out pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
And if he's that sure and she is pregnant, it ain't his. So, I'm sorry, he's not an asshole. No.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty reasonable.
In fact, she's, I understand, but she's 17 years old.
Yeah, she's
19.
17. She's a child.
And he's 19.
He's 18.
Oh, he's 18?
Yeah.
Still.
Well, it's probably.
That happens, but.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I think it's reasonable to ask for.
I think it's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I think it's reasonable.
She's either bluffing or it's someone else's. Personally.
No, I think that's reasonable
to
ask.
Sure.
Yeah. And and he seems very
he's intelligent,
logical, that he understands that condoms aren't 100% protective. Things do happen. Even though he's like they've never slipped off in the past or anything, it doesn't mean that it couldn't have happened in this situation. But the fact is that, he's kind of putting things together, like, she's crying, upset that he's leaving, things like that, and now she's like
enough to know.
Well, yeah, he's adult enough to know to put things together, right?
Yeah.
But he's like, I'll be there even if there's proof that even though it's not ideal, he'll still be there and take responsibility. But I don't think that he's being unreasonable because he wants proof of a test. And then, like he said, he's being honest that even if he sees proof that she has a positive pregnancy test, he's still not sure and he'll want a DNA test. And I don't think that that's unreasonable either, because he really wants to be sure.
Yeah,
and I don't think that that's unreasonable. You really do, because there's been people that really thought that they were the father of kids, and then they found out later they weren't.
Yeah.
It happens all the
and
time.
they have that they get that emotional attachment, and
you
then
are not the father.
and then the kids get attached to them, and then they're not the parents.
Yeah, I've seen things. I've seen that on the
Marty
internet.
Povich, man, just look at that.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
I've seen people go through that on. People post this on the internet. There was this one where this guy thought this child was his child for like 10 or 11 years.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he found out when the kid was like 11 years old.
Right. Yeah.
Now you have this attachment to this child. You'd like, this is
Vice versa,
this is your kid at this point, and now you find out that it's biologically someone else's.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
it's crazy.
I agree. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think he's an asshole for that. I think he's trying to make sure.
Yeah, he's being an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
No. I think probably more young adults need to do that and be safe. At least he's being safe. He's practicing safe sex too. I mean, I don't. I mean, yeah. I think that. Yeah, he's being responsible there. Yeah.
And next question.
All right.
I think why do I get the feeling like most of your answers, Johnny, are going to be like, not the asshole, not the asshole. I have a feeling like most of yours are going to be that way.
He is the father.
Just saying, it kind of feels that way.
Okay, I'll just say it politely then. Yep.
All right, here's the next one. Am I the asshole for refusing to
Yeah.
Stop it.
Am I the asshole for refusing to donate my kidney to my dying sister because she got with my high school bully? Wow.
What? High school bully? What?
Am I the asshole for refusing to donate my kidney to my dying sister because she got with my high school bully?
Bully. Ooh.
Oh.
All right. Okay, let's see. I'm a 35-year-old gay man. When I was in high school, I was bullied severely by Darren. I won't go into the details, but it was really bad. Past the point of typical high school douchebaggery. In my sophomore year, I made the mistake of coming out to one of my friends who promptly spread this information around the school. Before this, Darren had targeted me for being unathletic and wearing glasses, and had done this to a couple of other kids as well. But after I was outed, it was only me, and only because of my sexuality. After high school, I moved away for college. I made friends, even got a boyfriend, and pretty much forgot about Darren until one Thanksgiving. My sister, Ellie, brought home her boyfriend, Darren. No joke. The first thing he said when he saw me was, "Damn, Ellie, you didn't tell me your brother's a fag." Ellie laughed, as did my dad. I was kind of stunned, but I didn't yell or start a fight. I just got up and walked out. After the fact, my family tried to play it off as Darren was joking because he was nervous meeting the family, and they told me that he and Ellie were serious, so I had to get over it. I just told them all that I wouldn't be attending any event where Darren was. In private, I told Ellie that I felt hurt that she'd date Darren, knowing what he did to me. She basically called me too sensitive, and told me she has the right to date who she likes, which, yes, she does. Since then, I've been putting distance between myself and my family, who seem to have readily accepted him into the fold. Recently, my mom reached out to tell me that Ellie was in the hospital and needed a kidney transplant. The rest of the family had been tested and none could donate, and my mom wanted me to get a test because I'm her full brother with a high likelihood of a match. The thing is, after all these years, Ellie is basically a stranger to me. If I were to do this, I'd have to drive 3 states back to my hometown, miss who knows how much work, and give up a piece of my flesh, all for the woman who dated and eventually married the guy who made my high school days a living hell. I told my mom that I wouldn't be getting tested, and she freaked out at me over the phone. I quickly hung up on her, but before I did, I heard her call me vindictive and a monster for refusing to save my sister's life. I admit I feel guilty about it. So is he the asshole? That's a tough one.
Wow.
That's
Yeah, that is a very tough one. I don't know. We might be quiet on this one for a little bit. Wow.
Yeah, you're wrong. I don't know what to say. I'm thinking of things in my past and stuff like that, how I would feel. And
I mean, I kind of understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, it is your sister.
yeah, I know.
You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if he did, would things change or would things just go right back to the way it was? Like, hey, fag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you better be glad you did that, fag, you know?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Mm.
But if he doesn't do it, then she dies.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's the alternative.
Boy, I bet they wish they wasn't being that way to him now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, because it sounds like he didn't even have support from family or anything, whether people agree with the lifestyle or not. You know, his lifestyle is between him and God.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd go either way.
It really could.
I can go either way.
Because it sounds like they haven't been in
Either
contact
way-
with him for years.
Either
So,
way, he's not the asshole.
yeah. That's really tough.
I'm just glad I'm not in that predicament.
Yeah, that's hard. That's a hard.
And he
decision.
hasn't been in contact with his sister for how long? For years.
Years.
Yeah.
Told him to grow up and get over it.
Yeah, he said they're basically strangers
Like the whole family.
at this point.
His whole family pretty much to him, right?
Well, I don't know about his whole. He specifically was talking about his sister.
Yeah.
That they're basically strangers.
Well, I don't think he was really kidding that, you know. I'm surprised you have a fag in your family, you know.
Oh no,
Because he used to pick on him
Yeah.
bad, real bad.
Yeah, he was just making an excuse.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
excuse.
Yeah. And it sounds like his sister never really kind of defended him or like, you know, I mean,
Oh, 'cause she liked the guy.
yeah, and it sounds like his family kind of and his dad kind of like they all
you know,
laughed
I mean-
about it too. I mean, I get like if they don't agree with the lifestyle. I get
Somebody
that.
would have picked on my brother or something like that. No,
I wouldn't have married the
he
guy.
wouldn't be my. That wouldn't be my girlfriend.
Well, I wouldn't have married the guy.
Yeah,
You know, because if
Like,
you're
man,
disrespecting
you know,
him, whether
yeah.
you're
you gonna do to me?
disrespecting me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're disrespecting my family.
yeah.
Um,
So the loyalty kind of went out the window there.
Yeah, we could agree that the sister is definitely an asshole for being with the guy.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but yeah, I don't. You know,
Man,
she
and
shouldn't
then
have got what. I mean, family's first. I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're right. Family is first on that.
I mean, I'm distanced with my brothers, but I would give them a kidney.
Yeah.
It's true.
And I don't even want to talk about my family right now. You know, I'm just saying. You know.
I think that yeah, that's where it's difficult, right? Because they are estranged.
Well, me and
But-
Steve, and Todd, we're all three estranged, but yeah, if they needed one, I would give them mine. Yeah, in a heartbeat. Yeah, I would not think twice about it. I don't care what they think of me. I'd do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I think it is safe.
I caused the problem, though.
Yeah.
You know.
But I think if you're the one that's kind of on the other end of that, where you're like, people have pushed you away, and you feel victimized in a way, not so much like maybe physically, but emotionally.
Yeah.
Like if there's emotional damage done, and they're like, "Oh, just get over it. Just get over it." He has to. I think this guy has to learn to forgive them, not for them, but for himself.
And the husband needs to
And the
grow up too.
yeah, he does, but that's the husband's thing. He has to deal with that, but the brother has to, forgive for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
he does.
How can you?
But he has to do that in order to, because I'm not. It sound. I mean, I think he may not really know because he hasn't been in contact with his sister, but he has to still love his sister. I mean,
yeah, there's got to be something there.
there's something there because he feels
guilty about it.
He feels guilty about it because his sister is sick.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
He loves his sister. Yeah,
but I think his feelings of the bully and her husband, you know what I'm saying, it sounds like he's letting that get in the way.
Yeah.
Of this decision, and he should not be.
At the same time, that is for some, like, getting bullied in high school for a lot of people. That's like a very traumatic.
That's traumatic.
That's traumatic.
It changes the rest of your life.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And you know,
it
sounds like the guy hadn't grown up. Hey man, look, I thought you didn't know you had fag for a brother.
Right. No, he didn't. He didn't.
And the family.
Right.
Come on, that guy's still a jerk.
Yeah, of course he is.
You know, she should have straightened him out right there. This is my brother. You treat him right, or just it's over.
But the question is, do you let your sister die because of him? Do you not?
That's a sacrifice.
Yes.
It'd be a sacrifice.
It would be. And then the question is, can he live with that? Because this is a choice and a decision that he will have to live with for the rest of his life.
He's not an asshole, but it's going to bother him the rest of his
life. The guilt would eat him alive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Yes.
It would eat him alive.
Yeah.
But then he needs to expect, if he did give her a kidney, that nothing will change. He'll still be that way.
Right.
And he'll think, oh, my gosh, I even gave him a kidney, you know?
But then he needs to come to terms with that. That's something that if he can accept that, if he could be like, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go get tested, you know, and if I'm a match, I'll give her the kidney, right? It's the kidney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, but I have to accept that nothing's going to change, but I know she'll live. And can I live with that? And if I can live with that, then I can do it. But if he can't, then, I mean, he'll have to live with the fact that his sister may die.
And that he probably won't get a thank you if he does.
Right.
He's going to have
he'll be forever disconnected from his family.
Still
sure.
disconnected.
Yeah, they'll completely.
Yeah, the family wouldn't forgive him.
Ever.
No.
Knowing that he's the only one in the family that's a match.
Right.
Yeah.
That's powerful, boy.
Yeah. Because that's almost kind of being rough. like you're playing with her life at this point. And it's
and I'm sure they probably think, I don't know if he's expressed like the bullying stuff to his family. I think he did, but they probably don't see that even as a big deal.
They see a part of growing up.
Yeah, they see it as just schoolyard bullying. You know, it happens to everybody.
Like, well, you know, he's gay, so it's going to happen. You know.
Well, that's how people rationalize bullying, and they don't recognize that people, like, when kids are bullied, they kill themselves.
Oh yeah,
they kill themselves. It's extreme.
They know that you have to go to school and know you're going to get picked on.
But this guy identified it as worse than regular bullying. So there was some
torture.
There was something that was bad that happened to him.
Up, stick it, his head in the
There was something probably even worse than that happened to him. And I mean that maybe it's
unforgivable. Something scarred him.
That may be unforgivable for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's why he's struggling with it.
He did it.
Yeah.
And this
guy did it to him. Yeah.
He gave him the scar.
And he can't move past it.
Yeah.
So I don't think that this guy's an asshole. It goes so much deeper than that. There's so many layers to that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he's an asshole. He just has to ask himself what he can live with and what he can't.
Yeah, right.
Because he's got a really tough decision to make. If he hasn't already made that decision.
Yeah.
But did anybody answer if they thought he was the asshole or not?
He's not.
Did anybody
asshole,
answer him on that?
I can. Yeah, I'm sure I can read some of them. This is a really popular one.
I'm sure, because that's a interesting one. Yeah.
Let's see. The first comment says, fun fact, in the U.S. at least, if you go to get tested, but you tell the doctor that you are being coerced, they will say you are not a match.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting.
I didn't know that.
Here's what somebody else said. Not the asshole. Don't feel guilty. She chose a person who was a monster to you growing up and insulted you as soon as he saw you later on as an adult. F her and her kidneys. I'd go no contact if I was you.
Yeah,
that's rough.
Yeah.
We covered all that. We said all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And still, it's up to him if he can handle the grief or the guilt or whatever it is, the anger.
Yeah, it's going to be up to him, yeah. If he decides not to do it, he better get him a really, really, really good mental health therapist that's trained in trauma therapy.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm serious. I'm laughing, but I'm serious. Like, if he's really got it. I mean, and he better be talking to somebody through that, because that's just something he'll have to live with the rest of his life. Yeah. And he may not be that affected by it. He really may not be. I mean, it's just, we don't know what's going through his mind. But yeah, I mean... Yeah,
and it depends on how they treated him there, like, well, you're a fag, It's hurt his feelings even more. So when he left and distanced himself, and now they need him.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Why you pick that one for?
Because he likes to give. Because this makes good conversation.
He's an asshole for picking that one.
I gotta be honest, I couldn't find a lot of funny ones. They're all pretty dark.
Oh, great.
He found some funny ones with Mom, and then,
they're all like...
How come I always get the hard questions? Yeah. I should have let your mom come in here.
All right, are you ready for the next one?
How dark is this one?
It's maybe not quite as dark.
Oh my gosh.
Am I the asshole for ghosting my girlfriend after she nearly killed us both?
Oh my gosh.
No.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Oh, nearly killed us both?
Yeah.
Ghosted her?
Yeah. So
why not, man? I've went on dates I knew it was going to be lousy, and I left them there at the table.
Not that one.
What?
That's not ghosting like leaving. Just read it.
No, it is.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Oh, so you think I'm dumb, huh? Asshole. I see. My wife is one, too.
All right. So my girlfriend...
I'm around a bunch of assholes. I didn't realize it. I am not one after all.
Well,
you guys are.
I didn't say anything.
Whatever.
Okay, so my girlfriend, who's 20, and I am 22, have been together for a little over 10 months now. We haven't had any heated arguments or fights, except for the fact that she keeps tickling me randomly,
despite a girl like that.
Despite the fact that I've repeatedly told her to never do it again because I can act strangely to it.
Some women just need a little smack upside the head once in a while. Let's stop that.
Now to get to the current situation. This week I've had my car returned from a paint job and some major look changes, and I was really satisfied with the results, so I took a day off from work and took my girlfriend on a short trip outside the city. We drove to a lake, ate some food, and relaxed for a couple of hours until it got pretty dark, and we decided to head back home to get some sleep, as I had to go to work the next day, and she had an exam. On the way home, I started talking about how happy I felt with the paint job, how the paint job turned out, and out of nowhere, she starts tickling me.
Yeah, that's it. I drop her off the next block.
I pushed her hand away and told her to stop. Then she reached for my ribs with both hands and got me swerving off the road. Oh my God.
That's it.
Thankfully, nobody was hurt, although my car got some deep scratches. But that doesn't even matter anymore, as I already slowed down after her first attempt to tickle me. I'll admit that I told her, "What the hell's wrong with you?" as soon as we stepped out of the car, and she started crying.
Oh, boo.
But I couldn't care less, as I felt as if my veins were about to pop.
You bet.
When we got home, I told her to pack her things and go to her best friend.
Yeah.
But she threw a tantrum and begged me to forgive her for a little mistake. I didn't say a word. I simply stared in disgust and pointed to her luggage. After her friend picked her up, I tried to go to sleep, but my mind was racing, so I barely got any rest. This happened on Tuesday, and she's been blowing up my phone ever since. but I haven't answered any calls or texts and just blocked her. This led to her friend coming to my house and telling me to at least hear my girlfriend out, but I've told her to F off and leave me alone, which made her tell me that I'm more in love with the car than my girlfriend. So am I the asshole in this situation? Should I talk to my girlfriend? I already feel like I can't trust her after what happened and that our relationship can't be fixed.
They're both too immature to be together.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Oh my gosh.
But I would have pulled over and said, "Get out the car." I'd have left her there.
Yeah,
but I'm an asshole, though.
No, I kind of agree. I kind of agree with that. What do you think?
What do you agree with?
That like if I have like a serious, because he said he reacts strangely to tickling, and he said something like there's some like trauma related to that, and she's still doing that, and while you're driving, like, yeah, get out.
Yeah.
I'd probably react the same way.
Yeah, I just
if I had like tickling trauma, you know.
Well, as you're reading that, I'm like, that was one that was really kind of hard to follow, but I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. Kind of like the first red flag is like the reacting strange to tickling. And the first thing I'm thinking of is like Johnny, because Johnny hates tickling, and especially tickling around the waist.
Yeah.
Or his rib cage. He hated it. I remember the first time I tickled you, and I tickled you right off of Tracy's couch. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I was ready to knock you out.
He was like, stab it. It was
I was
so
being
funny.
as nice as I could be.
You're like, down.
No, it wasn't like that.
It was so. Yes, you did.
I wanted to
smack
you.
Did. It's so funny.
It's so funny. Who's the asshole right now? See, I need to be. Who's that guy?
Sean Connery?
Yeah.
Connery. Yeah. Sometimes women need to be smacked right upside the head. Put them back in.
You do that. You do that with my feet. Like, you'll just grab my feet. You do that with my feet, too. Tristan will just grab my feet.
And
I will freak out.
Yeah.
So I get the tickling thing.
It's fun with you.
But I'm not going to be like, all right, I'm divorcing you.
Yeah, but you don't
tickle my feet.
Yeah, you don't. But you don't have like a deep trauma related to tickling.
No.
Whatever.
Okay, so I agree with Johnny that I think they're too immature to be in a relationship. I'm almost kind of picturing this guy like pointing to the luggage, like, go.
Go
right now.
Go.
It's so weird.
Oh no, come on.
That's the weirdest thing ever. They don't need to be in a relationship.
Can you go?
And I don't think he's an asshole, because if somebody tickles me and I just had a paint job and I paid money for that or whatever, and you make me scratch my car, yeah, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I don't think he's the
asshole. We covered that one real good. I'm still stressing on the other one.
You're overthinking it. Don't overthink it.
Overthinking it.
That kind of reminds me of the one. Remember the one we did last time where the guy's girlfriend kept putting her feet on the dash?
And Mom was like, I'm just going to take her ass out of my car.
They argued about it in the restaurant for an hour, and when they came out,
that's two people that don't even need to be together.
Yeah, you just don't need to.
Very immature.
You don't need that drama in your life. Yeah. Life is too short for that mess.
Me, I'd be thinking it's kind of sexy, man. Girl's got her feet up there, you know?
Yeah.
Not whenever you're going to dinner.
Oh, going to dinner?
Yeah. If I would have put my toes...
How about that time?
No, if I would have put my feet up on your dash whenever we were going out to dinner, what would you have done?
Well,
and you didn't know me very well.
I've seen you straighten your wig over your food one time.
That was not...
People actually threw their forks down when they saw that.
I was doing this, and I wasn't aware of it.
It looked like you were scratching your head over your food.
That's whenever I was under the influence of alcohol. That was a long time ago.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, because you always
classic,
do that to me.
Man. It's classic.
Don't tell the story.
No, you always make me tell stories.
Maya was there. Hi, Maya. Maya was there.
It's a good story. It's entertainment.
Oh my gosh, we were in St. Louis. This was years ago, And
this is Shantae version.
We were some restaurant in St. Louis before we went to the club, and I had on a nice wig, but I, was a little bit tipsy. And I had to straighten my wig because my wig was slipping off. It seems to do that whenever you're under the influence of alcohol. Mm-hmm. And I was over, I still remember what I was eating. I was eating toasted ravioli and something else. Stop it. And and I was straightening it, and I didn't want to just be like, hey, I didn't want people to know I had a wig on. And so I was like, how can I pull this wig back down? And so I just kind of like,
look at that girl,
put my head down, and I was like maneuvering it, and I guess it looked like I was scratching my head over my food, and it's just
me and Maya's dying laughing.
Maya's just cracking up. It's just like, oh my gosh, they're like, Shantae, don't do that. And I didn't realize what other people were doing. You're not aware of what other people are doing.
No,
a long time ago. And that's just a stupid story.
I fell in love with you when you did that, though. That's
oh my
cute.
gosh. I don't know what that says about you. Yeah. And Tristan makes me tell these stupid stories. Okay, so
they're funny though, man.
Oh my gosh. I know I'm just a riot. I know. Yeah. It's just you can't help it. My wig's falling. Everybody laughs at my expense. This is not okay. Tristan, you tell a story about yourself.
Who's being the asshole? That's what I want to know.
Gosh.
Telling your story.
You tell a story about yourself. That's embarrassing.
I don't have one.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'll have to go into my vault of memories, I'm sure.
I remember going all day with a hair about this long out of my nose and nobody said anything.
Ew, speaking of hair, I remember when I found a long hair in my burrito at Taco Bell.
I remember eating, and it tickled my lip. I thought, what is that? And I'm pulling it out, and it tickled my lip. It just tickled my lips.
That was
Oh my God.
Oh man, it wasn't.
We're all over the place this episode. I'm sorry. Okay.
My lips tickling right now.
Ew, that's so gross. That's so nasty. You're gonna make me choke on my water.
Oh, we are talking about nonsense.
It's okay. It's all good. Tristan
said, I'd be sitting there going, what?
Tristan said, just let it flow. Let it flow.
We're not forcing it. We're ate up like this all the time.
All the time.
Everything's a joke to us.
All right.
Goodness.
All right, here's the next one. This is a pretty popular one. This might be the last one, too.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for having my mom come over so I could take a shower while she watched my newborn? My husband and I had a baby 2 weeks ago. She is strictly breastfed, and not only does she cluster feed, but she also just finds comfort in being close to me. What's cluster feed? Do you know what that means?
No, I don't.
Therefore, there's not much I can do without her. And more often than not, I'm completely okay with that. But one thing this does mean is that I don't get to shower by myself. I've showered once by myself since having her, and it only lasted long enough for me to soap up before she was crying, and my husband was bringing her into me. I think I literally had all of 2 to 3 minutes. With that said, my husband, of course, hasn't had to change his life around at all. Every day and nearly every night, he's taking 30 to 60-minute uninterrupted showers. He doesn't understand the frustration I get whenever he showers.
It's like he's doing more than showering in there.
I think so, too.
Not that I've done that.
That's the only thing that bothers me. I want to shower. I want to sit under the water.
Oh, they're going to talk about this, ain't they?
I want to sit under the water and relax my muscles. But like I said, every time I attempt it, the baby starts crying and he brings her into the shower with me instead of trying to calm her down himself. And he says it's because he knows that showers calm her down.
Oh, that's a lie.
And he doesn't like her crying. He feels bad, like it nearly makes him cry whenever she does.
Oh my gosh, what kind of man is it?
So I get his thought process, but it feels like a cop-out at the same time.
It is.
So I called my mom and asked her to come watch the baby so I could shower and shave my legs, because I've literally been attempting to shave my legs for 5 days now, and it's all patchy because I keep having the baby handed off to me. I need to self-care. My husband was home when I asked my mom to come by. I didn't tell him. She shows up and takes the baby, and I go to shower. My husband comes in at some point and asks why my mom is here, and I tell him I asked her to come by so I could shower without the baby being handed off to me. He says, I could have watched her. Why would you do that? So I said, every time you watch her while I shower, she ends up in here with me within 2 minutes of me being in here, because you don't even try to calm her down. Now he thinks I'm an asshole because I never told him to keep the baby out of the shower, despite me specifically saying I wanted to relax and self-care multiple times. Am I the asshole? He says I've now made him look bad to my mom.
No, he's the asshole.
Oh, my
And
gosh.
he knows he's the asshole. Because when she walked in, he's thinking, oh, I'm an asshole.
Oh, my gosh.
I've been taking the baby in there the whole time.
Yeah,
He
knows.
I got 60 minutes,
No, he knows it.
He knows it. He's just trying to push it on her and make her feel guilty.
She's not an asshole for that.
No.
No.
Neither is her mom.
She's wanting some time being a mother.
Some little time to herself.
Yeah.
A little time to herself. What's a shower?
Just shower and shave her legs.
Shave her legs.
Because she's taking care of the baby every other time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could do it. He just didn't want to.
No, that's not even.
That's just,
She's not an asshole for that, no.
She's an asshole for even putting that on.
He's mad because he got straight up caught.
Yeah, he got caught.
And now he's going to have her and her mother on him. Like, why are you not doing what you're supposed to be doing?
It's all his fault.
Yes. Yeah.
Boy, we are so smart.
I know. I'm so proud of us.
I want to know how come he's taking a shower for an hour. You don't want to.
Who takes a shower for 30 to 60 minutes?
Tristan.
Tristan. I don't know. Tristan takes it. I think that's spent
self-care.
I think that's spent washing.
That's some self-care.
I think that's spent washing his hair.
Yeah.
Tristan,
I know you're trying to divert what I'm saying.
Tristan washes. I know what. I'm a mother and I don't need to know. I don't care to know. I don't want to know.
Don't you even bring that up.
He washes his hair and moisturizes his locks.
Yeah. And
I don't take hour-long showers. That's crazy.
Take 35 minutes.
No, that's not true. Even when I wash my
How long does it take you to wash your locks?
Well,
that's a good 15 minutes.
You use he uses a big white bowl, and he's like, I need this bowl to moisturize my locks.
Yeah, but we know what's going on there. He's the other guy's doing some self-care. But it's
Hey, did you watch No, you didn't watch last week's episode when he's talking about OnlyFans. He went into great detail about
I didn't go into great
detail. How do you get on that anyway?
Just go to onlyfans.com.
Onlyfans.com.
I love to give Tristan a hard time about that. That was
OnlyFans. So okay.
Now, don't you go on that damn website.
I'm not gonna go on that. I got the only fan I got's right here. You're my fan. I'm your fan. I'm your fan.
My fan, yeah.
Yeah, you're my girl. I love you.
Love you too.
Oh, ain't that sweet?
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. That's all he's got.
Yeah.
Yes. So
well,
I don't know what else we have to talk about. I don't know. We've been kind of all over the place.
We're trying to figure out if these people are assholes.
I know. Well, I mean,
I
would say for most part,
the gay guys got me worried.
Yeah, I mean that was a deep one though. That was
that was heavy.
That was a heavy one, but I deal with heavy stuff all week. I'm a counselor.
Yeah, that's like straight out of an HBO show.
I know, a show like an episode
like on House.
Yeah, something.
Episode of House.
That is an episode of House.
Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, that is. That's crazy.
House would know who's the asshole was.
Oh my gosh.
Usually him.
I love those. So yeah, that's great. There was something
Where's
else.
My dog at? Where's my dog?
At some point, I want us to do like a live episode
a live episode
of the podcast. Yeah, because I think that me and Tristan need to actually do like a live, like cook off. Whose food is better?
Oh yeah, me and your mom will be the judge.
No, well, Mom will be like, I'm not eating y'all's food. Y'all's food's nasty.
I think, but she comes in here and goes, I'll just take a taste.
Yes. Yes.
No, Grandma will say it's good at first and then change her mind later. She does that all the time. She does that with so many things, like stuff she buys from the store. Like she bought this, those little pizzas she gets, the little breakfast pizzas?
Yes.
Well, they stopped selling the biscuit and gravy one.
Yeah.
Right? So I showed her, I was like, oh, they have a similar breakfast pizza at the deli at Walmart. I was like, why don't you try that? So she got it. And she ate it, and I asked her the next day, I was like, was it good? She's like, yeah, it was really good, yeah. We go into the store today, and we're walking past them, and I was like, hey, Grandma, do you want to get another one of those? She's like, no, that's nasty. It's like, why you said it was good? You just said it was really good a few days ago.
I love her. I love her to death. Oh, my gosh. She's just wonderful. She's so wonderful. She's so wonderful. Oh, my gosh.
Daisy. I love her.
She is so wonderful. Oh, my gosh. She's brings me so much joy. She does. She's hilarious. She was gonna do the podcast today. I don't know what she had me cracking up. Like she's just in the background. She was like, everybody wants to see me. I know you're the star.
Didn't she said they're gonna be asking where I'm at or something?
Yeah. I was like, what? I was like, it's just another episode of I Am the Asshole Part 2, because I said we were gonna do one episode with Mom, and then Tristan wanted to do one episode with Johnny. I was like, we're not replacing your episode. It's already out there in the universe. It's good.
Grandma's out there. Oh, Johnny? Well, whatever.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
I'm going to eat.
Yeah. But she kept saying it. I was like, do whatever you want. And I'm sure after we're done here, she's going to be like, well, how would y'all talk about? But it made no good, because I wouldn't. I'm sure.
I watched it.
I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of it.
She'll for sure say that. It probably wasn't no good because I wasn't on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's the queen bee.
I love her. I love her. But I'm always grateful whenever she's on the podcast. So I think it's just great. So yeah.
She still don't like the tip.
So funny. Oh, I don't. So some things that like me and Johnny decided to start doing is like going around to some of the parks. What was the name of the park here in Jacksonville that you took me to, where I freaking was outside, but I was like freaking out like she's in the
jungle?
Oh yeah, I don't remember what it's called. It's off of Bay Meadows.
Yeah,
over there.
I know where it's at. I know where it's at.
Yeah, it's got that water. You can take a boat.
Canoe. Yeah, I'm not getting into a canoe. So on water, that terrifies me because I can't swim. I can't swim.
That water ain't deep. Okay.
I don't need. Well, I would freak out if we tipped over in a canoe. I need a life jacket. I need to buy a life jacket.
You know me. I'd be over in the back going.
And that water looks so dirty and nasty.
All the water.
And it probably got snakes in there. Oh my gosh, I would.
You said you're going to go to some parks.
Oh,
we're actually going. We're going where?
Fort Carolina.
We're going to Fort Carolina next week.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
What's that?
It's a national park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're trying some different areas.
The 1700s.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where we're going. So yeah, some different things. And I think I'm actually going to like videotape and post and some things.
It's probably all you see is this mound of dirt going, this is where the park
well, we're going to check it out. So
yeah,
some areas around, and
you should go to the
they got that where you get put the car on it, the bar, it just goes across
the ferry it's the St. John's Ferry. Yeah.
Dude, you drive the car on there.
It's the ferry.
Yeah. I ain't seen that.
You should go to the what's that place called? What's that word? Arboretum?
Arboretum?
Yeah, Arboretum.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, I think that's how you
say it. Big brain on Johnny.
He's
big brain on Johnny.
Oh my goodness. No, we need to find the planetarium.
We
need to find a planetarium to go to.
Boy, that one in St. Louis, they used to have that laser rock in the planetarium.
We need to find a planetarium.
I used to get stoned and walked in there.
Oh my gosh.
Watch the laser rock.
No, we don't need to do that. But yeah, so
no, we don't.
Fort Carolina, so we're going next weekend.
Okay.
So that would be fun. But I remember the the
20 miles.
Whenever Tristan took me to this park, and I didn't really do nature walks.
You were so scared.
And I remember like looking around. I was having a panic attack, and I don't even know why. I was outdoors. I was like, wait, what
in
is
that daylight?
I was like, what is going on? I don't even understand it. It was the weirdest thing. I don't know what happened.
It kind of looks like the Congo.
And Tristan was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, I don't know. But I was like,
I can't breathe.
and I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to get lost. And they have these markers. But it was so overwhelming because there were trees.
That's not even a big park. That's like one of the smaller parks.
I know. I was like, I don't even know what I would do in a bit. I was like, we're going to get lost. And I was looking all around. I was like, what's going to jump out of that bush? And what's going to come out of there? And then I was like, why is there benches here? I was like, who would sit here?
I would. I'd get tired,
I was like, who would sit here?
I would.
And not have a panic attack?
Oh, not no panic attack.
You kind of looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah, I was confused. I was trying to help you, but you just...
I did.
You were just going crazy.
Oh, so who would have been the...
I was looking all around. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, what's coming out of the woods? But yeah.
A dart's going to hit her neck.
I remember feeling like so calm once I saw a house and a car. It was so strange. But I went there a second time and I did better.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Do you remember when we walked from the apartment to that park and then we walked back?
Oh my God, you almost died. You almost passed out. You
really make it.
You really,
call an ambulance.
Yeah, that's what she was saying.
Gotta give us a ride home. Call an ambulance.
I'm not an ambulance.
I can just imagine it.
We made Johnny come pick us up.
Oh yeah, we
you
did,
didn't you? Yeah. Me and the dog came picked it up.
You had to come pick us up at Dollar General. Tristan goes, but remember, I said, Tristan, look at my hands. They were swelling up.
Oh yeah, they were. Your hands were swollen.
And Tristan was like, oh my gosh, my mom is gonna die. And I was like, I'm serious, Tristan. I'm like, I'm heat sick. I'm dying. And he was like, you're gonna have a heat stroke. He was like, oh my gosh. I was like, my son's trying to kill me because you were like, come on, Mom. No, you didn't believe me because you were like, you did not. This is what my son does to me.
Wasn't
he was like, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. He was like, the apartment is right down the street. He was like, Mom, you can't make it down the street. I was like, no, I'm gonna die. I was like, I'm gonna pass out.
It was really hot.
I was like, you have got to call Johnny and tell him to come to Dollar General and pick us. He was like, can you make it? I was like, I can't make it to the apartment. We were right by Dollar General. And I was like, I can only make it that far. I cannot make it down. He was like, we're not that far from the apartment. I was like, I cannot make it. And I was like, and Tristan wasn't trying to carry me.
No.
You weren't going to make it carrying me because that would have been straight up dead weight.
Yeah.
You were not going to make it. So that was interesting. We had some good times.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Oh, yeah, I don't forget anything.
I remember the first time we were out here, I'm taking the dog for a walk, and I saw clouds. And I thought, nah, it's just clouds like Missouri, you know? Mm-hmm. I didn't know it could rain when there's clouds there like that out here. There'll be raining and the sun will be like back here.
Yeah.
Be raining back there in the front yards, sunshine.
Yeah.
I'm walking the dog. All of a sudden, I mean, it came down hard. Hard. We crossed that street. I had a hold of the dog. By the time we got under this awning at this liquor store, we were underneath this awning. We're soaking wet. Me and the dog both. Yeah, both wet looking. People trying to give me money thought I was homeless. I mean, $5, $10. I almost took it. I said, no, man, I'm not homeless. I'm just waiting. And they're looking at me like I'm lying. Oh, come on. You could use it.
Oh, my God.
It's like, man.
That's hilarious.
And then what else was, though, it quit raining just as quick as it came down. And we're walking. You could see the steam coming off of us. I mean, if the sun's shining on us, we're steam coming off of us. By the time we get home, we're dry.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't even a mile walk.
Yeah.
That goes to show you how hot it is out here in Florida. It's nuts.
Show you how wet you can get, too, real quick.
Yeah. Pour down, and then it's like, bloop, it's done.
You know, I actually thought, and that's when I told you, I go, hey, you know, money gets tight, I can always walk down there. Stand there with the dog and get money.
Yeah.
My old man is dog.
Old man is dog, man. You need a fifth, here's a 5, you know.
Yeah, people give you more money if you got a dog, too.
So do you have any interesting stories about Jacksonville before we, kind of wrap up today?
I don't think so.
Since we've moved here? Was there nothing was there nothing
How
like
about the door
fun?
getting glued?
We talked about that one already.
Yeah,
We've talked about that one.
Yeah.
Was there anything else? Nothing?
Not that I can remember, no.
Really?
No.
Oh
I
my
haven't had
gosh.
any like weird encounters or weird stuff happen.
It's always been us.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what? I will talk about this one thing that happened that I meant to tell you about this actually. And I'm not saying this to brag. It was a good deed, but it was just an interesting situation. So I was at work, and I think I was at lunch or on break or something, and I went to the bathroom and I went to the big stall. You know.
Yes.
So you can play with your phone while you're in there, right? Now in your room.
I'm sure I was.
Yeah. All right.
But
Yeah.
I was in there.
That's what I did at work.
And then I hear somebody come in, and it was an old man. I could tell it was an old man, and he tried to go into my stall. The door was locked, so he went into the smaller one. But the smaller one doesn't have like a rail
Yeah.
for like people to get up. The big one does, but the smaller one doesn't. So a couple minutes goes by, and the old man, he goes, "Hello? Is anybody there? Hello?" And I was quiet for a second. I was like, "Oh my God, he's stuck on the toilet. What am I gonna do?" He's like, "Hello, is anybody there?" And I said, "Hold on a second, hold on." He's like, "I need help getting up. I need help." So I got up, and he was sitting on the toilet, and he just couldn't get up. He's a really old, frail man.
Yeah.
You know, he just couldn't get up. So I, had to grab him by his back and hold him up. And at one point, I thought he was up, and he was grabbing for his cane, and then he fell back onto the toilet.
Oh, no.
I was like, "Oh, no, not hard. He didn't hurt himself." But eventually I got him up and, got him out of the toilet. And his wife was worried about him because he was in there for a while. She was asking how he was doing, but I helped him get off the toilet.
Oh.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have been in the big stall.
Yeah.
What the heck's wrong with you? No, but good for you. Good for you.
Have you ever sat in there and looked?
Did you have to, I have to ask, did you have to wipe him?
No.
I was thinking about saying that, and I thought, no, that'd be gross.
No, I'm not. I was going to ask him.
You're the asshole now.
I am not. I'm a mother who's asking.
I'm a mother.
But good for you.
Yeah, that's a good thing you did.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
Have you ever been in there and sat down, and you get done, and it's like, oh, there's no toilet paper.
That actually hasn't happened.
And then you
Now that's nasty.
I've had my pants down. It's like,
oh my God.
Oh, you know what?
And I shuffled to the next one.
Yeah, I actually have done that. I actually have.
I thought if I get caught, I'm going to be so embarrassed. Shuffle. Shut the door. All right, they got toilet paper.
Yeah, I actually have done that.
Ew, y'all are nasty.
What? You got to wipe.
We
It's
gotta
nasty.
wipe.
It's nasty.
Yeah,
You're not
they
wiping.
ain't got no bidet in there.
Yeah.
Y'all have done that in a public bathroom?
Yeah, if nobody's in there.
So do you remember? So do you remember on the previous podcast?
Shuffle.
Do you remember in a previous podcast you said you didn't understand how poop got on the floor in Walmart? Now I know why.
Now we know.
Because of people like
people
y'all,
like us,
y'all shuffling from stall to stall.
Oh my God, I have another bathroom story. This happened just this past week.
Oh my!
I went to the bathroom and I went into the little stall, and
The little stall.
there's a jar of peanut butter sitting on top of the toilet paper dispenser. And I was like, "Why is there toilet paper or
He's going to pack his butt full of
peanut
that
butter in there?"
and just whip it out, like in court, so they'll think he's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, "What is this doing here?" So I sit down on the toilet, and then I see that there's chicken crumbs on the.
Oh, somebody sat there and ate the.
No, listen.
I'm eating lunch in one of them.
I'm in the small stall. There's somebody next to me in the big stall. And I was like, why is there chicken crumbs on here? A second later, I see a spoon fall on the ground, has cheese on it. and there's a piece of macaroni on the ground. And I was like, somebody's eating their lunch.
Did you pick it up and eat it or what?
No.
And lick the spoon?
Somebody's eating their lunch in here.
They want some privacy.
Oh my! And then later, I went to the bathroom later at the end of the day, and I went to the big stall, and there's a whole chicken leg laying on the ground, and somebody's container, like from the deli, in the trash can, empty.
They probably stole it
Oh
and went
my
back there in the back and ate it.
I was like, oh my God, somebody ate their whole lug. In the toilet.
Can't stand these coworkers. Can't stand these coworkers I work with. I'm eating in here.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
I'd never seen that before.
It was like a trail.
It was.
It was.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
You know what I miss? I miss outside when they used to play that 80s music at Walmart out loud, you know.
They still do.
Do they?
Yeah.
People dancing on the way to the car.
That was at Shops Lane Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do that at Tristan's Walmart. That's why Tristan says my music is Walmart music.
Yeah.
But I have I have good music. I don't care what y'all say. My
You
music
got good
is
music.
good.
Got some good music on there.
I don't know what you talking about.
I don't have anything bad to say about it.
Whatever.
I'm just saying a lot of those songs they do play at Walmart.
Yeah.
And I hear them all the time, is all I'm saying.
He's just like, oh my gosh, I want to listen to this music. He's like, he's so mean to me.
Oh my God.
Okay. But anyway.
That's it. I'm
All
done.
All right.
I don't want to be an asshole, but I'm done.
Johnny's over this all right today.
I'm done with this.
So, all right. So,
Yeah, this has been episode 14.
yes.
So check us out on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, at what? The Tay and Tristan podcast.
TayandTristan.com.
I like that T-shirt. Where'd you get that?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
I like them T-shirts, man.
So we've got the Tay and Tristan, our T-shirts where it says eavesdropping encouraged. Just recently ordered these, so we're yes. So
Yeah,
I
just
might get a
testing it out.
tattoo.
yeah. What'd you say, Tristan?
Just testing it out, seeing.
Yeah, we're just testing out the T-shirts with the logo. But we also have a second logo, so yeah, we're just kind of testing out.
I would
some
wash
things.
and dry it just to see if it comes off or not.
So yes, but yeah, so we have the Tay and Tristan, the website tayandtristan.com, and then we're also once again on Spotify, Apple Podcast,
And iHeartRadio.
and iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
Yes, and we also have, and you did say Instagram. Yeah. I think we're good, and I think that's it. So on all of so I think that's all we got.
Yeah. Thank you guys for
So,
watching.
thank you guys
Am
for
I
watching.
the Asshole Part 2?
Yes. And once again, also for we have a public community group on Facebook as well, which is the Tay and Tristan Hour.
Yeah.
On Facebook, so check that out, and comment on that chat or that group chat, and then give us ideas. Comment on the show. Yeah, let us know what you think, and then on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. So.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. That's it.
Thanks,
Thank
you
you
guys.
for watching.
See y'all.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.